Hey everyone, this is D-Vyne and welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you're visiting this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications as well so that when I upload new videos, you're the first to know. Now we have a lot to talk about today, so let's get into it. Now T-Boz, one of the remaining members of the famous girl group TLC, did an interview with Jason Lee from Hollywood on Lock. And it was a pretty fun interview. They talked about her family, how she's coping during the pandemic. They joked about her kid and her mom, and there were a lot of jokes and lighthearted moments throughout the interview. They also had some shady moments as well. Now, Jason revealed that he got his start on T-Boz's radio show and that he wouldn't be where he is now without her giving him a shot. And one of the things that they discussed was Lisa Lopez, more popularly known as Left Eye, a member of the group who tragically passed away back in 2002. They talked about how her passing impacted the group and how a lot of people in the music industry treated them pretty badly afterward.
Ooh. Because honestly, when Lisa died, the whole industry turned on us. Everybody. It was like, it's over for them. They're never going to do it again. And I kept saying, nah, bruh. That still doesn't hinder my talent and my passion to sing and dance. It's in my soul. You know what I'm saying?
She also talked about how the fans have treated them as well, mentioning that since Left Eye died on the day before her birthday, meaning T-Boz's birthday, it has been upsetting to get messages talking about or asking about her before her own birthday. Now, I've got to say that it is pretty unfortunate that Left Eye's passing was on the day before her birthday. I mean, it would be great to think that maybe people would be a bit more sensitive to that and mindful, but at the same time, TLC was a huge girl group that was well loved by people all around the world. And many people love their music and were sad to hear of Left Eye's passing. It is just really unfortunate that on the day before she celebrates another year of life, she has to be constantly reminded of a great period of loss in her life as well. And that must be extremely painful for her. Not only did she lose a bandmate and friend, but losing Left Eye also affected the group's ability to perform like they did before, since Left Eye was an essential part of their aesthetic and vibe. Each member of the group brought something special to the table. She also briefly touched on why they did not choose a new group member officially to replace Left Eye after her passing. Check it out.
There's never will be another T-Boz Left Eye and Chili. We had a chemistry that was so special. That's why we would never replace Lisa. No heifer belongs in between us two.
I mean, they really did have something special back then. They had really great chemistry, and I guess they wanted to preserve that legacy. But I do want to add this. What T-Boz had to say about Left Eye and the group was sweet and all, but there is definitely more to what went down with the group, and it wasn't all perfect. So maybe that is one of the reasons why some industry people don't deal with them anymore. Back when they were making the album Fan Mail, they had some issues within the group, with Lisa going as far as threatening to leave the group. And a lot of people found it disrespectful that a couple of years after her death, instead of quietly trying to maybe replace her or fill the empty spot in the group with another talented woman, they opted to do this whole loud ass reality show called Are You the Girl, where they basically had people competing to fill the empty spot in the group. Even though they claimed that the winner of the contest would not be joining the group full time, a lot of people still saw the show as disrespectful towards Lisa and her legacy, and was basically just a way for them to continue to cash in on her passing. Then they decided to do a remake of their hit song Waterfalls, and they featured a popular Japanese singer by the name of Namie Amuro filling in for Lisa. Her family was outraged by this, and they also didn't inform her family about the project. Now, her sister Raindrop Lopez said that her mother was hurt by the decision and felt that the group was not honoring her daughter. Now, I've got to say that this is the remix that no one would have ever asked for or even needed. Their vibes did not mesh well at all. She basically just did Lisa's whole verse, poorly, I might add, and it made no sense to me that they actually listened to this in the studio and thought, yeah, this is it. This is the one. Like, if they wanted to do a remix, then make a whole new verse for the featured artist. Why erase Left Eye completely as if she wasn't a major part of that song's success? That just didn't seem like a remix to me. And I would definitely understand her mother feeling hurt by this because there is just no good reason to take one of their biggest hits and erase her from it. Now, since Left Eye's family criticized their choice, Chilean T-Boz responded during an interview that they did with Madame Noir.
And the thing is, you're right, we did it. And the thing is with Namie, Namie has been around for a long time. She's a huge superstar in Japan, and she knew Lisa. We've known her, since, I don't know, the 90s, I don't know, but she's been around for a while, and it was an honor for her to even, to do that. And we thought she did a great job. And that's what it was all about. And, the sister was just upset because she really wanted to do that.
Okay, can I clear that up? I do want to clear this up. The family did know. The brother just chose not to tell the mom and the sister. So they thought. But in order for us to clear her rap, we had to get clearance from the family.
And we got it.
And we got it. So the song couldn't have came out if the family didn't say okay. So that was just miscommunication on their end. And honestly, the Japanese people, they were offended because they did this in honor of TLC.
Right.
In homage of Lisa, and then you're gonna disgrace it. That wasn't cool. So that's why we said stuff like we don't care, because that's just mess and TMZ, and don't nobody have time for all that when you're trying to do something positive and move forward in life, because the reality is that she isn't here and you have people who love her who's still paying tribute. That's something to be said. And plus you'll get a publishing check.
Yep.
Look at it that way. Look at it some kind of way, except for that negative. There's nothing negative about it. So we kept it on moving.
Now I hear y'all, but I still didn't like it, so I guess we're gonna agree to disagree on this one. And T-Boz was kind of having an attitude there, talking about how the fact is that Left Eye has passed on, and so they have to, basically she's saying that they have to move on. But at the same time, this is one of the classic songs that they're very well known for. So what is the purpose of removing her part from this iconic song, this iconic part that she had, and then replacing it with some subpar performance by a popular Japanese artist? It doesn't make sense to me. Now I kind of feel like T-Boz had a lot of pent-up anger towards Left Eye, because during the fallout that they had while working on Fan Mail, Left Eye was saying that they should all go solo and see who comes out on top. Now they were in a pretty bad place back then, so I'm sure that came from a place of anger. Maybe she didn't really mean that. I don't know. Although they did go on to work on another album after that. So clearly they resolved some of the issues that they had enough to continue working together. Now she eventually signed a solo deal with Death Row Records in January 2002, but ended up passing away tragically in April of that same year. So T-Boz is probably still mad about some of that stuff that went on at that time, but it's hard because Left Eye passed away so young and has basically been immortalized, and it would look bad for T-Boz to speak out publicly against her or to address some of that conflict publicly. So maybe she just chose a more passive-aggressive approach to expressing those unresolved feelings. It is sad though that they felt like a lot of the people that they had in their corner in the music industry kind of turned their backs on them and counted them out after Left Eye passed away. Now in other news, the legendary singer Chaka Khan was featured on Vlad TV. She did an interview speaking about her life and career, and one of the topics they discussed was Kanye West. Now many of you already know that Kanye sampled Chaka's 1985 hit song Through the Fire for his debut single Through the Wire. Before the song was even conceived, Kanye was involved in a major car crash that basically changed the course of his life and his career. In October 2002, Kanye had just been signed to Rockefeller Records a few weeks before. At the time, he was known for his work as a producer, such as the work he did on Jay-Z's album Blueprint. Now, while leaving a studio in LA to head back to his hotel, he was involved in a very serious car accident that left him fighting for his life. He was rushed to Cedars-Sinai Hospital in LA, which coincidentally is also the same hospital where famous rapper Biggie Smalls passed away just 5 years earlier. And he ended up having to do reconstructive facial surgery and had his jaw wired shut. This was a very defining moment for him, and his experiences then were what he says pushed him towards a rap career. He decided to hit the studio right away and made the song Through the Wire, which details his ordeal, and the rest is history. Now, that single was released in September of 2003, and it peaked at number 15 on the Billboard Hot 100. The song got a lot of buzz back then, and Kanye was eventually nominated for a Grammy Award in 2005 for Best Rap Solo Performance, but he lost to Jay-Z's 99 Problems. The song is now certified platinum in the US. And since then, Kanye has become known for his work as a rapper and producer, as well as for other controversies and his often erratic behavior. In the interview, Chaka Khan was very open about the fact that she actually hated his take on her song and that she felt he messed it up. Check out what she had to say.
A rapper using it, taking a chorus off of your original song, putting it onto their song, and using it. So I thought about it. I said, well, he can't mess it up because I will be singing it after all. It's my voice. But he found a way. By golly, he found a way to frick that up. I was through.
What, you don't like the little
I hate it. Are you kidding? Come on, girl. Please,
chipmunk noise?
Oh, well, it was an insult. Period. I'm not doing this for money.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So I was very upset with that.
Do you remain upset with it?
I'm through with it. I'm done with it now. I'm even done with Through the Fire, really.
Now, personally, I really like Through the Wire, but I can't fault the woman if she doesn't like how he sped up her voice for the chorus. It is her song originally, so she has every right to feel the way she does about it. I was a fan of his music back then, and I loved that song, so I don't really think that he messed anything up, but she's entitled to her opinion. Now, I also find it interesting that she says she hated it, yet she ended up performing it live with him at the 2004 Video Music Awards. I wonder if she was as vocal about her hatred of his work back when she was performing it live with him on stage. Now, something bad must have happened between them since then, because she certainly ain't mincing words about how she feels now, just about 17 years later. But what do you guys think about it? Let me know down in the comments. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share this video. Also, turn on your notifications so that whenever I post a new video, you're the first to know. Until next time.